So here we have my new Bokashi buckets. And for my garden, I always did so much effort with getting new soil, with getting stuff in there that it gets good, also for bacteria and everything. And I'm really a little bit fed up with that because it gets a lot of work and everything. So I figured out, I was first looking into compost, and it just doesn't really work for me, size, a place where I could put it, the work you actually have with it, what can only go in it. So I figured out, I found the Bokashi buckets, and basically the message is everything can go in there. And the only thing you do is sprinkle a little bit of bacteria on top of it. And of course you will find controversial, like, oh no, but not bones, oh, but not yogurt. But I think after some research in forums, you really can put everything in there. It's just some things, it needs to be small and airtight. That's basically it. And of course, you don't want to add bad bacteria. So you can also put the garden stuff, but nothing with fungus or sicknesses or something like that. So basically, you put one little layer of the bacteria. Yeah, this is freshly chopped vegetables, so we don't throw that in there, but rests. You put it in your bucket and the bacteria is on top of it. And the good thing is, while it is still working in here, while you keep filling it, you tap liquid out of it, and that liquid is already can be used as fertilizer. Carefully, it's very, very strong, but you can also use it for other stuff down the drain to against clogging it up. And really important, needs to be airtight and adding the bacteria. And then, which wasn't clear completely for me, is that you don't use it like it is. It will still look like unchanged basically, but then you can either drop it as a depot in the soil, so dig a big hole and drop it in there and cover it up again. And then when you put plants on it, they will already have the young roots and the young leaves, which would be sensitive to sour. And when they reach that depot, that's already changed into normal soil. Because, of course, this is strong and this is fermentation, so this is kind of sour, but only like when it's fresh. And if you don't want to dig a hole or anything like that, you can also do the same in pots. You put it at the bottom of the pots and then earth, and you would have that. Or you put it in a bucket or anything and put earth on top of it, and then when you need new earth, you can use it from there. So you can either directly get it into your garden or into your pots, or keep it for later. So this is really something that can go for balcony and house or anything like that. So let me just show you the stuff. Sorry. This is not very professional, but okay. So this is the Bokashi. So this is the bacteria. It doesn't look any crazy kind of thing. It's a little bit sprinkly stuff. Nothing else. It smells a little bit funny, but that's it. I put it in an extra box, and also you don't sprinkle half of the box. You sprinkle like 10 grams, 10 to 20 grams per layer. And I already collected a little bit of stuff here because the first layer I want to do a little bit thicker already. And yeah, it needs to be cut small. And here I have some old bread, I have some old potatoes, but this is not all because we're 2 people and I don't have that kind of thing so much. But yeah, also tea and coffee. But if I then have like leftover fries or meat or chili con carne or anything like that, it goes in there. It's no problem. Make sure you have the right amount of bacteria, it's airtight, and etc. The bucket, I have to say, for us is relatively big. But you could also put always a little bit sandbag kind of thing that it squishes together. But I was actually thinking of getting a very small Bokashi, a kitchen Bokashi, and then always leveling it up. But at the end, this would also work fine, because right now I'm still cleaning up the garden, and I can put flowers in there or everything. So I open it up really quick. This is it's rather difficult to on and off because it needs to be airtight. And then inside I already added a little layer of this. No, it would be more like that. And under that there's nothing, just a little tap. You don't want it too wet, and you would start filling it. So a layer, and then if I see it's not covered anymore with the little sprinkly stuff, I add all the little sprinkly stuff and close it up again really airtight. Next time the same thing, and you will see some white mold eventually, and that's good, that's okay. So here the lid goes on really airtight. Yeah, I'm gonna do that later. So you can just keep it in the kitchen or wherever you want. You can also keep it outside. The only thing, it shouldn't be in the full sun. Basically, it shouldn't be over 40 degrees. And yeah, that would be in the summer. That would mean that you put it in the sun. But that's basically it. I'm very, very curious, and I'm gonna make an update eventually. And I hope that was something for you too.